Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello listeners, thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris. Before we get into the adventure, I'd like to mention Etsy seller Miranese, who made the wooden bardic inspiration tokens I started using last adventure. It's spelled Miranesse. Thank you for the tokens, Miranese.
Yeah. Good tokens. Clapping.
As our adventure begins, the date is Chargaroth 24th, 3252 AD. Ophelia, the young clairvoyant who has been guiding your missions, has sent you on a mission to retrieve a tablet in a temple ruin located in the forests of Green Province. The tablet is somehow connected to the platinum egg that you retrieved from the structure in the Ice and White Province. She estimates your journey will take 2 days. Let me put on some forest music here.
Need some good traveling music.
He's a traveling man.
Don't stop believing. Is that Journey?
That is a very overused song.
It is, but we're on a journey.
So on your first day of travel, you found the bodies of some mercenaries who had a rough map showing the same destination that you were headed to. They also had a parchment with your descriptions. You then fought some spiders that had apparently killed the mercenaries. So, adventurers, how would you like to proceed?
Well, I suggest we proceed by proceeding.
Right. Are we still on the first day of travel, or are we pretty much picking up immediately? Because I thought last adventure I'd written down Chargaroth 23rd, which maybe I just wrote the wrong day.
But
So.
today's the no, I think that was before. I'm not sure why you have that written down, but today's the 20th.
Oh, we rested out in the woods. That's right. Now
Yes.
I remember.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So you guys just keep on going?
I mean,
Unless we want to take a quick
a
break
quick
before.
breather might be good for Z, and I don't know about Aqua.
A short rest.
Yeah.
You want to camp out for an hour? Just kinda
On a
hang out?
scale of 1 to 24, I'm at a 4.
Yeah.
You guys can go ahead and take a short rest if you would like to take one.
Okay, do
Which then I think, does the blessing recover on short rests?
my
Are you talking about the
blessing of vigor
blessing
that we
of vigor
have
from the platinum egg?
Yeah.
You'll have to look at the magic
I'm
item.
gonna
that
check
I
the
made
magic item.
in
I also
D&D
haven't
Beyond.
fixed my bracers of defense yet. I need to do that. I am so clueless.
short rest do not restore hit points. If you want to restore hit points, you will need to roll some dice.
Oh,
That's why I'm looking to see if I have
Blessing
Song
of
of
Vigor.
Rest yet.
Yeah, you
Where
can
did
roll
I
hit
put
dice
it?
if you want to recover hit
Oh,
points.
here it is. Okay,
yes,
blessing.
I do have Song of Rest, so I will go ahead
Okay.
and just kind of lightly
Yes.
play a Dante tune on the lyre. So
Okay.
if any you or any friendly
I really
creature
just
who can
roll
hear
max
your performance
recovery
regain
dice?
hit points at the end
You
of
see
turn.
this, right?
8.
Nice.
Nice.
Pro tip: use the blessing of vigor first because it does recover on short rest. So yeah.
It's just temporary hit points, Kate.
Oh, that's right. That's never mind. Not that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So not that
Basically,
cheesy. It's not like a fighter short rest that is really cheesy. That's
basically, if you roll one or more hit dice to regain hit points, you can roll one additional d6
Okay.
first.
okay.
Yeah, so you can,
And,
you can roll a d6
So
and add
Greg,
it. Sarah, even though it
you
sounds like
have
you've
second
maxed.
wind.
Well, I rolled a
which
16. I
recovers
rolled
on your
16
short
plus
rest.
4, which is
so
20.
you
which
should
is
second
exactly
wind
what I need.
first,
Okay.
so you don't have to use as many hit dice.
Okay.
I rolled it just what I needed.
First, you suck wind.
Is that under action?
So we get extra d6 for
I wouldn't bother marking it because you're going to get it right back.
Okay, so second win.
So yes, you can
Yeah.
roll your second wind hit dice.
Sure.
1d10.
Yeah, definitely use that before you short rest.
Temporary hit points, what, they last 8 hours?
I don't know how long they last.
I think it's something like that. But,
I would have to look at that and possibly modify the magic item if it's
So
too
11
cheesy.
hit
Okay.
points.
I'm only 2 hit points down. I'm not gonna bother.
so I will do a couple hit dice because I don't think I have any other healing available to me.
Okay,
No,
people are short resting and
All right.
spending hit
Is
dice.
your
That
D8
was
plus
good.
a D6
This-
basically? Each time I roll a hit dice, it's an extra d6?
No.
No,
Or
it's
one
One
D6,
extra D6.
no matter how many hit dice
Okay,
you roll.
Roger. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you clarifying.
I was trying to make sure of that because I thought it would be awesome to get 1d6 for
Right.
each dice you roll, but no.
Did you get the extra d6, Greg?
I actually didn't have to roll it. My second win, I rolled exactly what I needed.
So did Sarah.
So,
Oh, there's
Temporary hit
10.
points. Some spells and special abilities confer temporary hit points to a creature. Temporary hit points aren't actual hit points, they are a buffer against damage, a pool of hit points, blah blah blah. Character can therefore be at full hit points and receive temporary.
Done the 6.
It doesn't say how long they last
No.
in the rules.
That's weird.
I think it depends. I think the temporary hit points last as long as the spell lasts. That created it.
There's something somewhere because I looked this up in a different campaign. I don't know what it was for, but it doesn't really matter too much right now.
No. Okay. Then let's not belabor it.
12 plus 9, 22, or 21. Is that close enough? We'll call that close enough.
All the compendiums that it pulled up on D&D Beyond say the same stuff. And it doesn't.
I seem to remember having a hard time finding the information I wanted when I was looking for it.
Okay.
Which is very strange. You think it would be right in the area that you're reading.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went there and I was like, why doesn't it talk about duration?
Maybe I should put in duration.
I want to say it was like in the combat section or something maybe of the player's handbook. I don't recall. Okay, so everybody is resting. Is everybody good on your hit points and stuff? Hit dice, all that good
Yes,
stuff?
I only rolled 1 because I got back within 3 of max, so I'm calling that good.
And I'm only down
Yeah.
2, so I'm not even bothered rolling at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you continue on through the forest of Green Province. In the early evening, the party will arrive at a village. So, Kate, why don't you give us a name of this village?
Let's see here.
Gotta get my sheet right so I can write stuff down. Village.
Let's call it Bramble Grove.
Bramble Grove.
It sounds very foresty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run, Forrest, run.
You arrive at Bramble Grove Village and look for an inn, which I will roll up right now using Roll and Play's Game Master's Fantasy Toolkit.
There's going to be chicken.
It's gonna be yeah.
Not fish.
If we check in here, we should probably not use our names or
Taverns
do it
and
in a way
inns,
that they
page
won't know who we are.
30.
Oh, not a bad
You
idea.
might want to start looking for disguise. I might want to try to color my leaves a little different. Just change our
that's-
appearance a bit.
Right.
I was
Come
going to say, how do you disguise a tree?
I mean, there's other trees.
A
and
walking
trees,
tree.
Trees come in all colors, right? So, in theory,
So the local inn is called the Kettle and Mead.
all right.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
So, soup and beer.
Actually,
delicious.
That's not a bad idea. Before we head in, I do actually have a disguise kit.
Okay.
I probably do too. I just can't remember.
So
Rogues usually do.
Let's see, and I think I have proficiency. Yeah, and I have proficiency with the disguise kit. So
Excuse me.
I would like to, give myself. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a disguise kit, but at least I can, change my hair color, give myself.
You're gonna try to disguise your companions too.
I have a disguise kit as well. I don't think I can disguise myself very well, but I could try to disguise someone else.
I don't know. I've got I think I might have a good foundation in here that might do something about that
Well, I
luminosity.
mean, you got some armor. I mean, cloaks at the end of the day. That's the best we can do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hoods.
So, yes, I would like to attempt to disguise myself as at least probably looking, a little older than I am, different color hair,
Sure.
just so that I'm not immediately recognizable by description.
Sure.
And I think I don't know how you want to do. How is that done? Is that like a deception roll?
I would probably say it's deception. Yeah, that sounds good.
Because the proficient, or is it like a tool usage, which would just be charisma? I think it ends up being the same thing anyway. All right. I haven't used it in a while. I'm gonna try extra hard and use my inspiration. Oh, got a 13.
13. Okay.
13.
All right. So you're going to. I'm gonna let you know if anything happens.
Okay.
So you're gonna stay the night at the Kettle and Mead Inn, and head out the next day. Is that the general idea?
Yeah,
I think that's
so.
the general plan.
Okay.
How late is it?
It is early evening.
It is early evening, so shops. So yeah.
It's probably like 7 o'clock maybe.
Okay.
7:30.
I don't think I have any particular need of any supplies or anything, so
It's a good time for some beer, some ale.
I am not going to use my background feature because I'm trying not to
Okay.
draw attention to myself.
Okay. So you don't play for room and board. Got
Okay.
it. Got it. So you have no trouble checking into the inn and spending the night. Is there anything particularly you want to do before you leave the next day?
I mean, do we already have cloaks, or can we try and look for cloaks?
You can
Z
just buy some.
is looking for
You can definitely buy
a
some.
giant cloak.
Yeah. If we're going to go out and do a little bit of morning shopping for cloaks, because we have cloaks this season, I guess I am going to do a little bit investigating to see if there's any word of, increased mercenary activity in any particular areas or any information about the general direction we're going.
Okay. Why don't you make a intelligence check to gather information?
May I add my investigation bonus? That's only +1, but hey.
Yeah, I suppose you can investigate if you want.
Okay. 13.
13. As far as the direction you're going in, it's just there's really not a whole lot of extra information that you get. Just that it's you're heading deeper into the forest. There are fewer population centers as you get deeper into the middle
Okay.
of Green Province, but you kind of already knew that. And what was the other thing you said about mercenaries?
Is there any rumors of have there been any new lots of new mercenaries going through town, and any word of where they might
You don't pick up
gone?
anything about mercenary groups coming through, no.
No. Okay. So they seem to probably are avoiding the towns, or at least don't think they need to bother.
And he's like, "Hey, Andy, how close you came from Green Province, right? So how close is your homestead to this area?"
It's about that far that way.
That was a very John answer.
So you don't really know.
Andy probably knows where. You're gonna make me make up something on the fly here, aren't you? Okay.
Improv.
Spread those wings and fly, butterfly.
We're doing collaborative world building, so.
I think we're about. Green Province is pretty big, right?
It's pretty big, yeah.
It's pretty big. So we're
Yeah.
probably about a week's travel, roughly west
Okay.
of where I grew up.
Yeah.
So of my village. So yeah, I mean, my village wasn't exactly in the sticks. It was
Yeah.
fairly close to a major city, but
I mean, there's a lot of forests, so I would say that everything around here is in the sticks.
What do we decide about either pushing on towards our destination or trying to go to the Rootville communities to see if any of their very ancient libraries have information that's helpful? Given Shakar, we're pretty well recognized.
I thought you were trying to avoid them.
I don't want to, but if we need information, we need information. I'll handle them. I've done it before.
Time may be an issue, however, because we're not the only ones looking for whatever it is we're looking for. That's my only
Decide if
concern.
you must.
Right. I'm fine if we
figure
want to
something
push on
out.
first, and if it's more
Clearly, they
direct
knew
to
that we
just
were after
go
the
where we're
last
going.
artifact, and we didn't run into anybody on the way to the artifact. I feel like they probably don't know where they're going or what they're looking for. They're following us.
They're waiting for us to do the work for them. That's what you're saying.
Well, the group you found with the spiders was apparently ahead of you. They were
Okay.
on their way to the same place, but they were ahead of you.
Okay, so they know they're looking for something.
Or at least they have
So
a rough
maybe
idea.
in this case, maybe we get it first and then see if we want to stop there after.
Yeah, we
I
can
mean, I'm
swing
more
over.
hoping we can go to a library and even research the marks that we're finding everywhere. Somewhere where it's subtle enough to do so without everybody and their brother coming after us.
I think a little bit of research once we
Yeah.
know what it is we're actually researching would be a good idea.
Okay. All right.
So setting out the
Sure.
next day.
Yeah, I mean, she brought it up because Aqua had been pushing before for us going first.
Did you
before
want to find a
we went to the
cloak?
temple. But yes, I do want to find a cloak.
I did.
You did. You said awkward schmawkward.
Remove 1 GP for the lodging. There we are.
So, okay. So,
Did you buy a cloak?
I did. How much
Okay.
does a cloak cost? I
Oh.
don't know.
I probably will buy one too, but I couldn't figure out where
Holocaust
one
cloak.
was.
If
So
only
that's
we had a
about the
Holocaust
scale
cloak.
that you need to cover a giant tree.
Where did you get that? Got it from Miracle Max. If it's so well, he said I could keep it.
In the, can I just put it in under filter? No.
you can probably look up Cloak and D&D Beyond, I would think. And
Yeah, it's probably.
Hit
it's like
manage
Traveler's
inventory.
Let's see.
Okay, so
This is searching.
Yeah, if you put in traveler, it pulls up clothes, comma, travelers gear, adventuring gear.
okay. Let's try that.
I'm assuming that that's probably close enough.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like
Yeah,
a
I
few
mean, a cloak is
silver or
just
something.
standard.
Oh, this is a
travel.
set of clothes.
Yeah.
And an ample cloak with a hood.
How much does that cost? Huh?
2 gold.
Okay.
Set of
that's
clothes
fine.
would consist of boots, a wool skirt or breeches, sturdy belt and shirt, perhaps a vest or a jacket, and an ample cloak with a hood.
Okay.
And
And
that's
I
2
would-
gold pieces.
I would assume that
If you guys
she-
want to just spend a gold piece for a cloak, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evolving.
Yeah.
And you said I need to be finding evolving
not letting me
braces. Okay.
I
add that.
started typing in traveler, and it came up.
It's okay. Just remember that you have a cloak and that you spend a gold piece.
Okay.
You said 1 gold piece?
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Let me do that.
One gold piece.
Okay, so on your second day of travel, at just before dusk, you arrive at a temple ruin. The general geography is a close match to what Ophelia saw in her vision. There are broken down structures surrounding what looks like a large, overgrown, pyramid-shaped structure. So, how would you like to proceed?
And it's the end of the day,
Yeah, it is just before dusk.
just before dusk. Well, what do you think? Well, out of character. Does everybody here have dark vision?
I don't.
I'm not
No.
sure. I have to check. Sorry, I had added. That's really weird.
No. Okay.
Because
We've already moved
I'm
on
wondering.
from the cloak issue.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get. Oh, that's right. I have special bracers of defense that I'm supposed to equip. They weren't just basic ones, and I haven't done that yet. So while we were in inventory, I'm
It doesn't
trying
change your
to-
stats at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'm only just pondering the question of whether or not we want to actually dive in and take a look now while the sun is setting, or do we want to wait till morning?
I don't have dark vision, but I can cast light.
Yeah, but we've also been walking all day, and I'm very tired.
I would think that we should wait
Walking.
until it's light out. At least we can see if there's any enemies afoot.
Probably not a bad idea.
I
Find a
mean,
place
thinking.
to hole up.
Yeah, I mean, hiding in the temple is a thought, but depending on what's in there, that may or may not be a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can probably make camp in one of these ruined buildings that are around here somewhere.
There are ruined buildings.
Yeah.
around
There's
there.
basically broken down structures all on the outside of the temple.
Okay.
Just find one that's not going to fall on our head overnight, and
Yeah.
we can.
Camp
Take
out
off in the
try to
morning
go in
with,
the morning.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to check on something here. I need people's stats, which are on our nice little initiative markers. Let's see. 13, 14. Okay. So Z, as you guys, as the party arrives in this area and you kind of start to look around, you hear some rustling coming from within some of the structures.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem that your party members pick up on it, that your fellow party members pick up on it. And
Okay.
you pause for a second as you pick up on it, and you're pretty sure that there are multiple noises coming from within.
Like a bunch of the structures, not just one?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Multiple structures.
So Z kind of very quietly tries to tell everybody, hey, I hear something in a lot of these buildings around us.
Well, it is a forest. Might be
No, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is.
I would trust the tree.
I'm gonna sneak up on one of the buildings where she thinks she's hearing something and see if I can figure out if somebody's in there.
Okay, why don't you make a stealth check?
Okay.
Do I have anything that can... here, before you go...
Do you have to bother giving me the token if I'm just gonna use it right away?
But I like tossing the tokens.
Toss a token to your rogue. Alright,
So,
here we go. Stealth check
bardic inspiration.
with some inspiration. So that's a 15 on the dice plus 3, so 18.
So 18.
Nice. Toss my token back to me.
Yay!
These tokens are very tossable.
You're tossable.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa.
Andy is. Me, not so much.
You'll have
Okay,
to toss
so
me.
so you go over to one of the structures that Z indicates, and the
I'll have my
daggers ready.
daggers ready.
So you do not seem. It doesn't seem like you are noticed by the lizard folk that seems to be waiting in ambush. It's obvious, like they have their weapons and like they're watching
Okay.
the group, and looks like they're ready to attack.
Okay.
They don't see you though.
Do I have a way that I could surprise him but not like attack him?
Well, right now he's not aware of you at all. So whatever you do will be a surprise. You can tell me what you want to do that's not an attack, and we'll kind of roll with it.
What would Aqua do?
WWAD.
Probably something a little awkward.
Oh, it's a thing now. She's wadding over
We're
there.
wadding over here.
Should probably do something a little awkward.
I'm going to give you a round of applause for that.
If
that
I could
was
give you
good.
inspiration for that, I would.
Kill your character.
I think she'd just sneak up behind him
Okay.
and
Tickle his bum.
Under different circumstances.
like tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, what you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, not tap him on the shoulder, but like grab him around the neck.
What's the
like
logical
try to like
aqua analytical?
restrain him a
Restrain him.
little. Yeah.
Okay, why don't you make a grapple check?
Okay.
Strength,
Is that
athletics.
strength?
Yeah, strength,
Okay.
athletics. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
All right, so that is 4 on the dice plus my athletics, and that's 17.
Nice.
17. And I'm looking at the lizard folk stats here. So this is a strength check. And I got a meter beat of 17. Is that
Yes,
right?
please.
That is an 11.
11.
So you grapple this lizard folk, and it does cry out like in some language that you're unfamiliar with. And then you hear other voices going, And all these lizard folk like come out.
It's like an episode
And they start
of Star
attacking.
Trek.
Oh no!
I knew that was gonna.
I was hoping there would be a period
But
for
you have,
think very carefully about your
you
actions.
have a lizard folk grappled at the start of the combat.
Okay. I have a lizard, Harry.
All right.
I didn't mean to alert the entire camp.
This is going alarm, alarm.
I should have specified that I covered his darn mouth.
I would have allowed that.
So now there's ogres.
So now there's ogres. No, now there's lizards.
He definitely surprised the lizard folk, though.
Oh, good.
And lizard folk is grappled.
All right. So
All right, where are we gonna roll for? Who feels like playing nicely?
An initiative roll is technically an ability check, right?
Correct, it is. Yes.
Okay, good. I can re-roll this one.
Okay, can you get Sarah
You also
a
got
wet and a dry
inspiration.
paper towel?
I can grab
Oh wait, no,
Oh,
you
you-
don't.
No,
because
I
of-
used my
yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
Okie doke. Let's
Sorry.
see. So I will set up the
it's
map
exciting. I
while
get
Sarah
to
is doing
plus
the
three
initiative.
now.
Nice.
2.
Ooh,
Nice.
Solid.
tree folk is on her game today.
I tried.
Root folk. That's all good. Do we see her? Like, did she grapple him in such a way that we even know where she is right
Well,
now?
we know what directions you pointed out to her.
Yeah.
Oh, the hold on.
Dun, 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 dun.
When Aqua grabbed that lizard folk, it started yelling.
Yeah.
So you know exactly where it is.
I think it's kind of impossible for things not to know where we are.
Right.
Okay, so we are kind of out in the middle. I guess the question is which
Direction they're coming from.
which hidey hole did she duck into?
Just pick a hidey hole and put a lizard folk and an Aqua in the hidey hole.
Okay,
Just in like one of the corners
There's a
of those
bunch of
one of the
jokes.
corners of those structures.
right there.
Put an aqua in the hidey hole.
Yeah, knock on-
You didn't say the hiney hole.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go. Over here. And yeah, that's
Maybe a couple. Yeah, I don't know.
I would spread them around the map as best you can.
somebody was hiding behind the rock. How about that?
Sure.
Came over that berm as well, or something like
I
that.
don't know if he would like that hiding behind.
No, that's fine.
Like a rock.
That looks fine to me.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible.
That was very Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
It's like someone was punching him in the balls there.
Oh, like a rock. Those are bullets.
Wow.
Okay, Aqua, what'd you roll for initiative? I'd love to tell you, Aqua. That'd be a 16, Alex. Z,
22.
of course.
Well, she rolled 19 on her die.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Andy,
12.
you had to think about that really hard. Erebus.
17.
Oh. Here we go.
All right.
I did not put them in order here.
That's okay.
Z,
Z.
and then I think it's going to be Erebus,
There it is. Okay.
and then Aqua,
And then Aqua.
and our enemies are 13 always,
Yep.
and then Andy.
Andy. And
We didn't pull out the
oh, I didn't pull out the enemy one. Hello, enemy one.
He did not pull out, he said. The
Whoa.
I erased them.
Okay.
What are they, lizard folk?
They are lizard folk.
Lizard.
lizard.
All right, so it's Z, root folk, monk, and then Erebus,
Okay.
our dragonborn fighter,
Alright.
and then Aqua. Let me move this. Our shardling rogue,
Okay.
And then the lizards. And then Andy.
His side says lizards.
He's just doing the
Initiative
and
16,
He's going to
15,
regret letting me
12.
do this.
I can't use that.
Rush over here. She's going to lead with her quarterstaff. Swing up and bash with that.
All right, Z, the root folk monk,
Do 2
is
hits.
running in
Be a D8.
to do monk stuff.
Doing monk stuff.
You could say she's monkeying around.
Not the best roll. Huh. Yucky. So let's see here.
I'll be here all day.
Does AC 13 hit?
AC 13 does not hit. That lizard
Okay.
folks puts its shield in the way.
Swings with the quarterstaff and misses, and then kicks out with a tree branchy leg we're gonna do flurry of blows. And where's my key points? Anybody feeling? Doink. Okay, so the flurry of blows, which her monk weapons are still D4, so I need a calculate.
Sarah's putting out our lettered markers to indicate A, B, C, D, E, and F lizard folk. So I can track the hit points I'm doing to those guys,
Try different.
those creatures.
Let's try this one.
I'm missing marker E. Oh no, it's in there. I got it.
So that's a minimum.
He was hiding under all the blood.
All right, so her first unarmed strike is going to hit for AC 21.
AC 21 does hit.
It's going to hit for 4.
4. And which letter is that one?
It's going to be A.
A.
Where are the rings?
And then her.
Do me a favor. What are you looking for, Sarah?
The
Oh, the position marker.
the rings.
Sarah, do me a favor. Could you put the A on that one unique lizard folk there?
Is this guy right?
No, the one that's
By himself.
the one that's closest to you on the map.
Oh, okay.
This one.
No. The one that's
Closest to you physically. Oh, this
closest
one.
to
Oh,
you.
this
Sorry.
guy.
Yes, closest to you physically on the map.
So
Okay.
technically that's D that she attacks.
So
Okay.
D. D for
So
Dick.
D took 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, second unarmed strike.
Got it. Thank you.
Second unarmed strike is going to hit for AC 18.
18 also hits.
18 for 5.
5.
All right, and then she
Got it.
is going to tipsy sway back out,
Okay, so no opportunity
back
attack.
into formation with her party.
Drunken monk.
Yeah,
Is that guy's grappled? That's why I asked.
yes, we need the condition ring. Thank you.
John's not doing his
So
job
she's
again.
gonna drag him out.
Everybody's like, why is she caring about the condition rings? Because I grappled somebody for once.
I knew why you wanted him.
I thought about whether Z would try to knock the grappled creature down for you, but she's so
Hey.
excited she probably focused on what she can see, and she doesn't see you guys yet. So
Okay, so that is the root folk monk with some flurry of blows. Is that your turn?
yes, that's true.
There? Okay. Sarah's taking some pictures for the Instagram. So next up is Erebus, our Dragonborn fighter.
So as far as bonus action, I have to do that after an attack, or I can do it before.
It depends on what it is.
Generally speaking, actions and bonus actions don't have a set order.
Correct.
It's just the way that they are used for action economy.
Some of them, it's if that bonus action is tied to when you take the attack action, then you have to do that.
Okay, so I'll
specific
do
to
that
but, yeah.
first. I'm
Otherwise,
going to cast Giant's Might.
Nice.
Okay.
You have a large
Yeah, I do.
disc?
So right before your eyes, I go.
So the Dragonborn gets large.
He enlarges. I is engorged. You now take up 4 squares.
You do.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right.
So I'm going to go up to D.
You gonna go up to D? Okay.
Okay, so 5.
Okay.
Dragonborn fighter moves up to D in the new large form.
All right. So attack
This is short sword in both hands, right?
Yes.
Short sword in each hand. Okay.
Right, so it's going to be 16 to hit
16 does hit.
and 4.
4 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
That one's fired.
That bloodies lizard folk D.
Nice.
You're swinging harder than you were before.
Yes.
It's a bloody bee.
So you don't get another attack if you use your bonus action.
I think
for
most men don't like a
the
bloody bee.
enlarging.
Probably.
Whoa. This is what we call
So
concentrating damage.
that is then your turn.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then we are on to Aqua, our Shardling rogue, who is currently grappling one of the lizard folk. That lizard folk has a speed of 0.
And I think you also have advantage on attacks against it? No, that's the restrained.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you take the grappler feat, that's a different thing.
Okay.
You're getting confused because
According to my-
his, squishy dude
According to my
too.
Dungeon Master
Yeah.
screen,
Had that feat.
it just makes
Gotcha.
the speed 0.
So you had an
Yeah.
extra D6
But you can still attack and do all your normal things.
Oh, the
Yeah,
giant thing.
so-
Well, next time you'll get it. We'll help back you up.
Instead of attacking,
Yep.
oh, he's yelling in a language I don't know.
True.
Don't you have something about knowing languages, or I forget?
You're thinking of my previous character,
That's probably what I'm thinking. Yes.
who
We're
was
all
like
thinking
a specialist in
perfectly.
linguistics. I was gonna see if I could try to persuade him. I think Akko would still try,
Okay.
because she may think that regardless of it being a lizard and speaking in a different language, that it might still know common. So
It's possible.
she
Most
is going
things
to
do,
use her action this round since she has it grappled. Or restrained, or however.
Yeah, grapple.
To try to persuade it to call off the forces. So she's just gonna very calmly whisper in his ear, "Hey, we're very strong. I don't care if you outnumber us. You should call off your people. We're not here to hurt you."
Would that be a persuasion or an intimidation?
I mean, it's kind of on the line, but if you want to use your knack, I'm totally okay with using your knack.
Okay. Because that is my knack.
She wasn't like, "Be quiet, I'm going to kill you," which would be a little more clearly intimidation.
Gotcha.
But I do understand what you're saying.
So I'm gonna try for that. Fingers crossed. That totally ran into my other dice. It's an 8 on the dice. However, I have +9 because it's a knack.
Yep.
Does it get treated as a 10 too?
does,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's a 19.
So it's a 19. Okay.
Slick.
I think that idea is really good, and I like it a lot. He doesn't understand common. I'm trying to think if there's something I can give you just for cool points. You already have inspiration, right?
No, I used it.
Well, start of the camp. Start of the adventure. You got one.
Yeah, I already
Right, but
used
she
it
used
this
it
adventure.
So I will. So I will give you.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Then I will give you inspiration for the attempt.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Yeah. Under languages, it says Draconic,
Okay.
but you get inspiration for trying.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know Draconic.
And you don't want to move, right? You want to stay there and keep.
I want to stay there and keep them.
grapple.
That would have been my action, right? So I could still use my bonus action to maybe. No, I'll stay. I'll stay like that.
Okay.
'Cause
Sure.
I still want to maybe try to attempt to convince them that we're not here to hurt them
Okay. All right.
by my actions.
I understand. So,
Although you guys have already
grappling.
attacked, so
Well,
Although it's also showing them our power, so
so that is turn. Okay.
yes, that is turn.
Okay.
Aqua.
So now the lizards, according to what Sarah wrote on the initiative marker,
Lizzie's.
They're Lizzie's on our side. They're lizards
they're
on yours.
lizards on my side.
Are they tin Lizzies?
They're thin Lizzies. This one doesn't look thin though. He looks pretty beefy.
So let's see. So there's one that is in base to base with Erebus, our Dragonborn fighter.
Brief pause.
Yep.
Greg knows Draconic. So is there anything useful we've gotten from the fact that, or that Greg has gotten from the fact that he understands it?
You hear the lizard folk yelling out, "Help! Help! Get them! Kill them! Help!"
I figured it wasn't much.
Clearly, they were talking about some really deep stuff. Kate.
Well, it could be useful. I could intimidate them. So.
Well, and you can speak to them, right? Yeah. So you could try to say, "Hey, let's talk to your leader. What's going on?" Right? Yeah.
Okay, so this one in front of you, Greg, in front of Erebus, tries to bite you.
Ooh.
We're a surprising bunch of violent pacifists.
AC 9 is probably going to miss you.
Kick the crap out of you. Now
Okay.
let's play this.
AC 9 misses. Okay. That's going to attack with its heavy club. And that is AC 16.
That meets.
Okay. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Okay, that was 2 attacks there. That other one that's right next to you, Greg, will just move up next to you around the rock. Yeah, there you go. And we'll make a heavy club attack. AC 19.
That will hit.
For 4 bludgeoning. And then tries to spike you with its spike shield. The mini doesn't have it, but they actually do have it. So, spike shield. Here we go. AC 15.
That will miss.
That will miss. Okay, it doesn't get you with the shield. All right. And the one that is being hugged by Aqua is going to try to bite Aqua. AC 10 is not going to get you.
No. Nom 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 nom. He can nom against my very hard skin all he like.
Being in close proximity, the lizard folk also tries to spike you with the spiky shield.
Oh,
AC 14.
that misses.
Okay. And then that one in the far corner will come up and attack Aqua since Aqua is right there. Tries to do heavy club. AC 12 is going to miss. Tries to use the shield. AC 9 is going to miss. Okay, Dai, you're done. Then, let's see. That one, I think, is C up here in the corner. Move that one up to Z. Yeah. Yep. Heavy club. AC 8 is not going to do it. Spike shield. AC 8 is not going to do it. Ah, come on, Dice. You're killing me.
Yes.
All right, and then...
But not killing us, and that's the important part.
That one's going to move up and also attack. Yep.
Z or Andy?
Can't even see Andy. Where?
And
Andy's
he
right
goes
behind
here,
him.
Z's right here, Andy's right here.
He's hiding behind the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that one will attack Andy.
Aw.
So tries a heavy club on Andy. AC 19
That will hit.
for 5 bludgeoning. And
Ow.
then we'll go for a spike shield. AC 10.
That will miss.
That will miss. Okay. Oh, actually, sorry. Hold on. That's the leader gun.
Yeah.
On that first hit with the club,
Yes.
when the club hits, there's this little burst of lightning, and you take 5 lightning damage.
Ooh,
Sizzle.
that's not good.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Not bloody yet, but ow.
And those are the lizards, the lizard folk.
Lizards.
And then it is on to Andy, our halfling bard warlock.
Rebut, Andy, rebut.
You should probably poof.
Reboot. Reboot.
I am
I'm all about the boot.
see. Okay, so I had, as always, I had a plan until I actually met the enemy. So,
John! What the heck?
so I think I am going to go ahead and let's see, go defensive or see if I can temporarily take somebody out of the fight.
I like how we all dance along to the battle
Yeah,
music.
okay.
We're not on stream, so people can't see us bobbing our heads.
Viewers should write in and tell us stream.
You could be twitchy.
I am Twitch.
Well, it's a little bit more risky, but higher rewards. All right, I am going to go ahead and cast. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the guy who was just beating on me with the really painful club.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, I like that. I got a charge out of it.
Oh, God.
And
Okay.
cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay. What's the save?
Wisdom. It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Bitches mockery.
Bitches mockery? Is that what you just said?
I like it. That's funny.
13.
Meets it, beats it. Darn it.
That was so close. It was really good, though. Your
Yeah.
dad joke wasn't good enough.
I know, my dad joke.
Does the creature have to understand the language, or does it go beyond that?
It's just a spell.
Okay.
I was just being
Okay.
silly.
No, I was just curious. Like, does the spell say that they have to understand the language that you speak, or?
No, a creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls invisible.
Okay. All right. So that's
So it
really
wouldn't
not-
matter
it's not
what you said,
language-based.
it's just that it thinks it's funny.
Okay. Are you moving? Andy?
Bonus.
Is there anything else?
Let's see. Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Z is going next, so you can have it. Z.
Oh, okay.
So it's giving you bardic inspiration with a token.
Okay.
Put your d6 on it. Put your d6 on it.
Whoa. It's bossy.
You're bringing 6 back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Andy?
My
And that
inspiration
is turn.
behind my back.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're at the top of round 2 with Z, our root folk monk.
We're taking it to the forest.
Yeah.
Not the chorus.
No.
Take it to the forest.
Sorry, I'm just checking one of the rules for my character. That's something I haven't done yet.
That
I'm
sounds
trying to get it sorted.
You're welcome.
How's spell save DC calculated again?
I believe it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Not great. I don't know if she's gonna try that. Oh, okay. So you didn't hideous laughter the guy, huh?
No, he didn't get my joke.
That was a joke?
It was a joke of a joke.
Joke of a joke.
I knew you cared.
I do.
Did you take the picture? Sorry, you didn't, right?
All right.
It took a couple so far.
That's fine. Thank you.
Tipsy.
I'll let it vibrate in my pocket.
So, stuff like underpants.
Are you saying
I
joy
think she's
button?
gonna use
lonely.
her action to try to shove
Okay.
the leader guy away from Andy after she just saw him hurt him so bad.
Sure. I think that's also a contested.
Yes,
Athletics
it's
check.
to the
athletics
face.
versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You gotta get
gonna-
a 15.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Sure.
Your inspiration, or your bardic?
My bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I don't think it. Okay. Oh, 22. 26
Roll
plus
max on both
9,
dice.
so 35.
Obliterated!
I get bonus distance.
I think she should for a 35.
Jesus.
How about you just hold on to that bardic inspiration die?
Okay.
Typically, it's something you wait until you roll and then you
Oh,
decide to
that's
use
right.
it.
Yeah,
You can
thank
roll
you.
out.
It's your
'cause
regular
I'm-
inspiration that you have to declare
that's
ahead of
great.
time.
I am
Right.
frazzled today.
That's okay.
It's great.
That's okay. I just don't
All
want you to waste.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
an overloaded
Thank
term.
you, DM.
Inspiration.
All right, so yeah.
So you shove them back 5 feet.
Is it how far is the shove distance if the shove
It's 5
attack?
feet.
I think it's just
for,
5
for
feet.
regular shove. It's 5 feet.
Okay. All right. So yeah, she
So you
We
shoves
need to-
him back and says, "Hey, back off!" And then
I'll tell you what, because you can extend your arms 15 feet,
Yep.
I'll give you another 5 feet.
Ooh, okay. I'll take that. Just like that. Okay. All right, and then she's gonna flurry of blows again. So then she is going to
I can put that in the custom race description.
key point it.
If you shove somebody, you get extra distance.
get
Key
extra
point it. And
Makes sense. I was about to say the
so-
same thing.
Yeah.
Like she
So
could
the
push
first extendo limb is going to punch out towards Mr. D, who's bloody. And
Okay. Punching
so
at
that's
D.
all right.
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Mr. Lizardfolk D.
Mr. D.
Mr. Drummond.
I am going to roll my bardic inspiration on that. Let's see. 8, 9, plus 5. Does a 14 hit?
Does not.
Is he tracker?
So they're at least 15. Give me my token back.
Yeah, I know.
Waste my freaking token. How
I
dare
tried. Oh, man. This
Wow.
Spicy.
Sass from
dice
John.
is not
John is
that.
sassy today.
So then,
J-Spice.
let's see here. She is going to figure that guy's going to get taken care of by Erebus. She's going to swing around with the people's elbow and go after C now with another flurry of blows.
Okay.
We're going to hit a C17.
That hit.
That'll hit for 6.
6. That was on C.
6 on number C on C.
Okay.
Number
And
C.
because, yeah,
Number
because
C.
she is a drunken monk, she's going to sway and basically shuffle around, speed of light, to put herself between Andy and the leader dude.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. And is that turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Erebus, our
friendly tree.
large-sized dragonborn fighter.
Happy little tree.
He says out loud
Happy
for everyone to hear in his loud voice,
Oh my gosh, now we need...
stop what
Terry.
you're doing now if you want to live. Otherwise, you'll die by my sword and my friends here.
Okay, make an intimidation check. I assume you're saying that in Draconic.
Yes.
That's definitely not persuasive.
Oh, jeez.
You
That's
have you would have had to say you were going to roll inspiration at the start,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That was only a 3, so it's not going to do anything.
They seem to keep on fighting.
Oh, well.
No, it was a good try, though.
You could still hit.
If you want to make an attack, Greg, you can still make an attack.
I am going to attack. All right, and I do extra damage, so I'm going to remember.
Remember
to do
your
that.
dice this time. There you go. Giant's Might.
What was it, a 1?
Yeah.
Okay, you missed.
And
But
you're
you
not-
get your... Oh, you didn't...
You haven't used it.
No, I haven't used it.
Wait, did you use your bonus action attack yet?
No, you did not.
So
No.
you
did
still
not.
have your bonus action attack.
Yeah, you can make another attack. It's fine.
All right, you're fired. Over
And the
here.
question is, do you want to use your inspiration from the start to give that attack advantage?
All right, this one's going to be better.
Definitely.
Yes,
There you
much
go.
better. So that one is going to be 23 to hit,
That definitely hits.
and that's going to be for 10.
10 damage. That's on D.
Yes.
Okay. That's a big hit. Still up though.
But still standing.
Wow.
Was that the fire rune that was doing the extra damage?
No, it's his giant.
It's the Giant's
Oh,
Might.
it's
a
so
giant
it's
roll.
once
Okay.
per turn,
Awesome.
you get the extra damage.
So your short sword that is now kind of the size of a long sword.
Yes. You can do it for 1
Even
minute.
his sword grows?
That is correct.
That's impressive.
That's the only reason why he does it, is to make his PP larger. So.
I got work to
Makes
do.
it a bat.
Is that your turn, Erebus?
That's my turn.
Okay, so Aqua, before you take your turn, I want you to name an interesting feature about this lizard folk that you've been hugging and that you're whispering into their ear. And,
That I'm whispering sweet nothings to?
yeah.
He has a very gentle
maybe,
caress.
Maybe something about something that they're wearing, something about their armor. Like just give me something interesting that you notice about this lizard folk. It's part of our collaborative world building.
I noticed that their armor seems to be like actually textured like a reptilian type of skin.
Nice. Okay.
Like it's very detailed and
Yeah.
ornate.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, you may take your turn. Thank you for joining in with the collaborative world building.
Thank you for joining us. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mark checkbox. Sarah to name interesting feature of lizard folk.
All right, so I am going to attack first with my rapier.
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 Okay.
So we'll do that.
Just holding him by the head and stabbing him in the gut.
I'm getting surrounded. I don't like that.
Good thing rogues have
Oh,
cunning action.
11's not gonna hit.
No.
So I will then follow that up with an attempt with one of my shard daggers.
Okay.
My shardy daggers.
Produce a shard out of your body and then stab with a dagger.
Yep.
Stab with it like a dagger.
Dang. That's only an 8.
This is
Our
Fired.
Our dice are not happy tonight.
Nobody's dice are happy
It's
today.
like, wow.
your shard dagger deflects off the finely crafted
The
armor
finely crafted
that
armor.
you just described.
Yeah,
Very
apparently I
detailed.
made too good of a description. My dice are like, dang.
All right. Anything else, Aqua? Our shardling rogue.
I'm actually gonna, because I heard him talking.
Yes.
You know this language?
That would have been helpful data to have.
You can't answer me until your own
No.
turn again. But
Data absorbed.
you know this language?
You should be hugging him and whispering in his ear.
Yeah. I was the wrong girl for the job, man.
I would be systematically punching him and killing him.
Yeah, I don't think that you're the sweet talking type.
I don't do the
No hug it
hugs.
out.
All right, so that lizard folk is going to thrash around in your grip and try to spike you with the shield, trying to get out. That is AC 17.
That will hit.
Ooh, that's for 8 piercing.
Ouch.
That's a good one.
Zowie.
I'm just gonna start yelling obscenities.
Then it thrashes and tries to bite you. AC 19
That hits too.
for 5 piercing.
Ouch.
Oh,
He's mad.
that's not good.
It's not going well in here.
There's one still right behind you. It's going to go for it.
Oh no.
AC 10.
That misses.
That misses with the club, and then it's going to try the shield. AC 9.
Also misses.
Also misses.
I'm glad that
Yep.
he is hitting as good as me.
Because you're rolling around on the floor grappling the other guy. He doesn't quite land it.
The leader guy will move up to Z, who just pushed them.
Punched him.
We'll try the heavy club. Ooh, AC 20.
Ooh, that's gonna hit.
That is for, this is with the club. Arg. So it is 8 bludgeoning and 1 lightning.
Ooh.
Okay, so 9 total.
So 9 total, yep.
Good thing I still had those temporaries.
And then tries to spike you with the shield. Ugh, AC 6.
Miss.
I don't think I ever added those temporaries in, but whatever.
Let's see. And that one that's kind of close to Z and Andy, that one will move up on Andy. Take a swing at Andy.
This one?
Yep. Do the club. AC 12 is probably going to miss you.
Yep.
Do the shield. AC 10 is going to miss you.
Yep.
Thank
And
goodness.
then we got 2 on Erebus. So heavy club on Erebus. Ooh, AC 21
That will hit.
for 5 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Spike shield is AC 10.
Miss.
The other one, heavy club. AC 7 is going to miss.
Miss.
And then spike shield. AC 22
Hit.
for 6 bludgeoning.
Ooh. I'm bloody.
All
I
right.
almost said yay because I get to pull out blood. A blood token.
Okay. That is the lizard folk. And then we're on to Andy, our halfling bard warlock.
Ooh, I can't even use that.
All right.
This is definitely an ambush in the bush.
Well, you stopped them from getting surprised at you guys.
That's true.
All right.
Should have attacked.
you could have got the drop on him. With sneak attack
That's
damage.
what I get. That's what I get for trying to be special and different.
I appreciate you not doing exactly what anybody else would do. So
Not
why-
being a murder hobo.
That's why I gave you inspiration. Murder. Oh no. that is a turn.
I play with mostly murder hobos. Jeremy from Old Men Rolling Dice, definitely murder hobo. We love you, Jeremy.
Unfortunately, we're too intermixed for me to
He's
be able
proud
to
of
do
it, though.
that.
John's thinking we need to hit all of them a couple of times so I can cast sleep on them.
Right?
Kind of, but no.
C has been damaged and D has been very badly
No,
damaged.
I
Very
was
badly
actually
damaged.
looking at Fairy Fire, but that's going to that's going to make things way too interesting.
Because we'll all be very fired,
We'll
too.
all be Fairy
Yeah.
Fire too. Not the right kind of interesting. So
Interesting.
Yes.
Can you fairy fire even a couple of them?
It's a 20-foot radius,
Oh, it's a
so
radius,
I
okay.
can't. It's not select.
He doesn't have that magical ability that Sandra had, where he can just bend it around everybody and cheese everything.
Avocations.
Void, fire,
It's not
fire.
avocations, so you can't even cheese it with it. That's a lot of cheese.
That's Broderick amount of cheese.
Chris in a battle royale level of cheese.
Oh no! You got called out on that one.
I don't know. The best one was when I used the banish word and
Where
then
are you actually?
Yes.
You're actually
That was
right
fun.
There.
And created a permanent rule for all of them.
So they're too far away. I can't do much. Can't do anything to help it.
John takes so long on his turn that we just
I
have
know.
other conversations
Sorry.
about battle royales.
At least we're filling space.
We are.
Okay, so I need to try to help Erebus a little bit, I think, on this one.
This
So
is bloodied. Aqua is not bloodied.
I am bloody, actually.
you are bloody.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But I would focus on Erebus.
There's also a wall between you and her. I don't know if you can see this.
I could. That's a minor issue. I can walk around that.
Yeah.
Where is my? Let's see, my fate presence here.
Don't forget your blessing of vigor is a bonus action if you get desperate.
Yes, you all have Blessings
Yes.
of Vigor, which is a bonus action for a quarter of your hit points and temporary hit points.
Okay, so I am going to duck through here because I can move through his space because he's a size larger than me.
Okay.
And I am going to kind of throw up my hands and irradiate in the way that I like to do so, and use Fey Presence,
Okay.
and attempt to frighten. You see, it's a 10-foot cube from me, so that would be B.
B. You're trying to frighten B.
I'm trying to. Yep,
And this is a wisdom save.
it is a Wisdom save.
8.
He fails it. He is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
B. Frightened of Andy. Got it. Cool.
Look at that. Look at that ring.
Look at that cool condition ring
Yep.
that we got from that box is from Lynx, I think is the name of the company.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my action. For my bonus action, right there.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
actions.
Bonai. We'll
I
need that.
am actually going to. Let's see. That's a wall. I can't see her. So. I'm doing spells. I'm doing okay on spells. I am going to cast Healing Word on Mr. Giant Lizard.
Our Mr. Giant Lizard. right?
Our lizard.
I have
Our
to clarify that now because I actually played in a campaign where one of our healers healed one of the bad guys
Oh.
because she didn't want him to die.
It's only 6, but hopefully it'll help you with take another hit.
Okay. That's better.
Okay.
At least that makes you not bloody.
And then the
Yeah.
frightened guy can't move closer to you guys, can he? The way that frightened works?
The
or-
frightened condition.
Can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear, correct.
Okay.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks,
So is
as
he
long as the
on
source of fear is within line of sight.
Okay.
Yep.
Is he trying to get away from you? Or is it
Well,
not
he's
that?
not.
He
It's
doesn't
not
have-
turn, but
He
he's,
doesn't have to, but
he's
he
scared
he
of-
can't get closer, and
Yeah.
he's afraid.
And even if he attacks you, he'll have disadvantage because he's frightened. Yeah.
Okay, so is that Andy's turn?
That is Andy's turn.
Fey Presence, Healing Word. Good job. We're up at the top of round 3,
Okay.
and we're at our Z, our Root Folk Monk.
Okay. So, seeing that he's moved, she's going to feel like it's important to thin numbers right now.
Thin
So
number.
she's getting impatient. She is going to burn her final key point to Step of the Wind. And she's going to use it for disengage, so she can pretty much move freely this turn without provoking.
Okay.
So she's going to rush Naruto run over here and basically bring up her quarterstaff, crack, and she's going to burn her inspiration to make that attack as hard as she can.
Okay.
So we'll see how that does.
Notice how she doesn't take the dice off of her disc to indicate that she's used it.
True. How did I get those?
Actually, I'm going to switch. Ollie will roll the inspiration. It's a metal dice, heavy. Right. We rolled 2 twos because that's exactly how the dice are going today. Wow.
I love it when I roll
Wow.
2 twos.
That is horrible. So yeah, I'm going to go with 7's not going to hit, even though the
No.
damage was really good. So 7. And I just burned my bonus action. So this is super.
Hey,
Let's
you know
see
what?
here.
Shit happens.
Yep. So she's just going to tuck in next to Buddy. Him there, so she doesn't provoke. Although she could get away from him because she's disengaged.
As I say, I mean, yeah, I think that lasts within a turn, right?
Right. Maybe she's going to take advantage because she's kind of frantic at this point, just to kind of come and see what's going on with Aqua. So that was only she's got like 40 feet of movement, so she's got plenty. So she's going to run over here to just try to get advantage of what's going on.
Okay.
And be like, hey, she needs help.
We kind of all do.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Building's on fire.
and end her turn.
Okay.
Everything
And
is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're built of crystal.
Erebus, our Dragonborn fighter, who is currently large.
Okay.
Probably going down this round.
All right, so attack number 1. So that's 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Bonus action attack, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Doesn't he still have his second wind?
I have action surge, and I'm going to use that.
Okay. Are you
do.
doing that right now? Because then you can still bonus action second wind to
Yes.
heal yourself, Greg.
So let me do that.
Well, that's
I was just trying to go.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I don't think action surge gets you another bonus action.
Yeah, but he hasn't done a bonus action yet.
Right.
If he just uses the action surge to make another action attack, then he can use his original bonus action to heal himself.
Okay. So I don't have to check that off.
Fighter
It's not
101.
anywhere on here.
This is Greg's
Oh, there
first
we go.
fighter. He's
Yes.
learning the flow.
Wait, second one? No. Action surge. There we go. All right, that's better. So it's going to be 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be for 6.
6. Who is that on? Is that on D?
D.
D? D is dead.
D is dead.
Yes.
Unless you're sapping it. Are you
He's
killing?
dead.
Yeah. He's in.
Yeah. Okay.
Dead.
All right.
And then were you using your second one?
Yes. And so let's go here to this guy.
I think
you'll
you'll
provoke if you do
provoke
that.
if you. Well, yeah, because he's frightened. He could still attack. Right?
He can still
It would be
attack. It'd be a
disadvantage,
disadvantage.
but it's up to you. Yeah.
I don't think it matters really.
Okay, so he's going to provoke.
So he's going to provoke an attack from B, who is currently frightened.
From B, who is frightened.
Yep.
But it's at disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, if it's disadvantage, it's probably not a bad move.
Yeah, and then you're rolling a D10.
AC 14?
Fighter level.
Greg, AC 14 misses you?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I roll all 4 of these dice.
For action surge? Or for second wind?
Second one, I believe, is a D10.
Is a D10 plus your fighter level, that's it.
Okay.
Plus the literal number of your fighter level.
Let's see. So fighter level.
This is level 3.
3.
So D10,
D10 plus
3.
three.
There's no other dice.
And that's how much you heal.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
So
Okay.
13.
And that is your turn, Erebus?
That is my turn. Oh, jeez.
Not 13 damage.
Aqua, our sharpening rogue.
Yeah, I was going second wind.
See, I was planning on using that, but I wasn't sure if I needed to say it first that I was, or if I
Yeah,
could
you
just-
do have to say because
Okay.
it's for tracking because you won't get
Yeah.
it back till the next short rest now.
All right. Question.
Yes.
I have a feature called Insightful Fighting,
Okay.
which lets me do an insight check against their deception
Okay.
to potentially get sneak attack on the target that I do it for.
Sure.
Since these are all the same creatures, would that apply to all of them, except maybe the big bad? Or is it only the one that I'm doing the check against?
It says you can pick any creature.
You can make an insight check against a creature that you can see that isn't incapacitated.
Yeah.
Contest against their deception
You
check.
can do that against anyone you want. as long
My
as you- as long as you can see
question is, would it apply to the next guy too? Because they have the same fighting style, or would I have to do it every time I switch targets?
You would have to do it on each target, yes.
Okay, so I am going to do my bonus action to make an insight check against
The deception.
the deception of the guy that I am currently fighting with,
Okay.
the one that I still have in a bear hug. I am going to make that check with my inspiration dice.
Okay. I got my total.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
I rolled pretty low, so what'd you get?
My insight, that would make it a 7.
Okay. I got a 0.
Oh my god! So that
is an
gives
open
me
book.
sneak attack against that target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll,
Correct.
but not if I have disadvantage for the next 1 minute,
Oh, awesome.
or until I use it against a different target.
Yeah. You are
So-
all set for that grappled guy right there.
All right, so I am going to go use my action now to go after him with my rapier
All right.
with sneak attack.
All right.
Be careful of those sneaky rapiers.
8. Yep.
Very, very sneaky.
19 on the dice.
Nice.
So AC 24
That definitely hits.
with almost max sneak attack. I will let you know.
Nice.
2 plus 11 plus 3 is 15.
15. Who's that on?
11, 12, 13, 16.
16 on.
On
something's on it.
F, the one that's grappled.
That definitely bloodies F in one hit. Bam. You're grappling and you stick it like up in his kidney in the back. Oh.
Well, I insight the way that he's fighting.
Yeah.
So
Good job.
This was a feature from the path that I chose for my roguish archetype.
Yeah, that's
by the
awesome.
way.
That's awesome.
Which seems very appropriate for the way you play her.
Yeah.
Analytical.
Is that turn?
Yeah, because I used my bonus action
Okay.
to do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
Since she's so cerebral, I thought that was a pro.
So it is the lizard folk's turn. So that one that's frightened, upon seeing one of the lizard folk die and another one just gets skewered very badly, that one runs off the map back towards me. The one that's fighting with Aqua will thrash around very panicked after taking all that damage, and
Take the ring.
We'll panicked. We'll do a panicked bite and critical on you.
Oh, no!
So that is. Oh wait, no, I just doubled the damage.
I angered the lizard creature. Help!
Does 10 piercing?
Ooh, uh-oh.
On a scale of 1 to 24, I'm at about 1.
Yikes.
Oh no.
I'm just saying.
Very bloody.
Super
Right.
Saiyan.
So that was a bite attack. I think I'm trying to stick you with a shield. AC 11.
That misses, thank God.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, E is still on you.
There's
I
there's one
know.
behind you. Here we go. AC 14.
That misses.
And then one more with the club and then the shield. AC 13 also.
Misses.
All right. And then,
Palpitation.
uh,
I don't have my Fitbit on to tell me what my heart rate is right now.
the one that's next to Andy and Erebus will probably go for the smaller, less threatening looking target.
The small. Of course, they always go after the small.
We'll try a club attack. AC 13 is probably going to miss.
It's a miss.
Shield attack, AC 9.
Oh, okay.
AC 9 is more of a miss.
Okay. And then, who's the leader?
A.
Who's the
A
leader?
is kind of standing out
Right
in the middle
here.
because his target ran away.
True. But it seems to be focused on Z, so can it get through there
15.
without provoking anything? Any attacks?
Yes, there's a path right there.
Okay.
15.
And there's a wall.
And the
So
wall,
So you see that who appears to be the leader run up to Z
Great.
and try to hit with the club. I don't know what that was because the damage die literally knocked the 20-sided die into a different number. So roll that again. AC 19.
That hits.
That is for 3 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 5 lightning.
Okay.
Yikes.
So 8. Okay.
And the next
Bloody.
attack is a 11. So
Okay.
that is the end of the lizard folk. We're
Okay.
on to Andy, Halfling Bard Warlock.
All right.
So right now, we currently have 4 lizard folk fighting against our 4 party members. 2 of the lizard folk are damaged. We have a bloodied
a very, very bloodied rogue.
rogue and a bloodied monk. Erebus, you're not bloodied anymore, right? Okay. Second wind. Fighter stuff. Fighter stuff.
Yeah, fight stuff.
Doesn't really have a path to get over there to. I really would like to see if I can do something about that leader, but I don't. I think there are higher priority issues right now. I'm just gonna step around here so that he's now in my line of sight. E.
Okay.
Shout out. Your leader must be really scared if he keeps knocking on wood.
Oh my God. Chris just like drops his glasses. Like, what?
Another hideous laughter on E.
Hideous laughter on E. That's a wisdom save.
Yep.
That's a 9.
He fails it.
Okay.
Giggly.
So, okay. Let's see. The target must succeed in wisdom saving throw or fall prone, become incapacitated, and unable to stand up for the duration.
Okay. So put a prone and incapacitated marker on that one.
Okay, he be prone.
Or you can just lay him down. That's fine.
And I'll find an incapacitated marker here in a minute.
Okay.
Let's see. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can attempt another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
We've seen
The target
him do
has
that.
advantage on the saving throw if it is triggered by damage.
Okay. So leave that one alone. is what John said.
If we leave it
There it is.
alive, we can question it.
True. All right. Is that turn?
That is action. For bonus action, unfortunately, the rock is out of my line of sight.
There's
So
definitely a wall between us.
yeah.
It is not great.
The tree is there.
So
right?
so my last bardic inspiration will indeed have to go to the tree.
Okay.
To Z. Good.
That is good.
Okay. Okay, so we are back up to the top of round 4 with Z, our root folk monk.
I do have one modification to make the battlefield.
Ooh, get a picture of that. We now have
Kate got a large-sized version of Greg's mini.
Just needed a base on it, so I'd just be a little careful with it right now because the super glue and the E6000 are still drying.
Oh, wow.
nice.
Sarah's taking a picture of this awesome large-sized version of Greg's mini.
He big.
That gives much more presence to his look.
It really does.
Giants influence? What?
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I think that this is Etsy seller Hamilton Printworks to
Okay,
give the
cool.
shout out. They have been
Awesome.
awesome with me for both of Greg's minis.
Great. All right, what's Z doing on her turn?
Okay, so Z.
I thought that's where you had a snack. Where you keep your snacks for later.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat my own hair.
In spite of being pretty badly injured, she's coming a little unhinged seeing how hurt Aqua is.
Yeah.
So she's gonna step forward and rush at the guy in front of her with her quarterstaff and say, "Leave her alone!" And so it's kind of she may dip into barbarian because she has that angry side and has since the beginning. So the funny facade has dropped. So let's see here. So we're gonna swing.
Drunken
with,
monk barbarian. Interesting.
Quarterstaff. Let's do this dice. Let's see. Please, dice, please. Come on now.
She'd be a part drunkie.
That's awesome. Okay,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
roll the
Or is it a drunk
inspiration
bardian?
die. Ah,
Could we?
where did it go? Oh no. I bounced it off of Sarah.
Or just a bar
That's a
monk.
dead dice, though. All right.
A monkeyan. A drunk monkeyan.
Really?
A Monkarian.
Really?
Really,
So, let's see here.
despite
7.
all your rage,
Right.
you're still
Still just
rolling
a
the
rat
rat
in a
cage.
She can't roll poop today. It's, so, yeah, 12, 13. 13 ain't gonna cut it.
See,
So
13
then,
misses.
all right, so then she's gonna do bonus action, unarmed strike
Okay.
on the guy.
This poor lizard folk man got stuck up behind,
Yeah.
got grabbed,
This is
got
just
shanked.
crazy.
And now they've got two people.
He's been having a bad day.
This weird creature's talking weird nothings into its ear. It probably thinks you're saying, "I'm going to kill you slowly." That's probably what you think.
While it's hard.
Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness, and I still can't roll 8 plus 5, 13.
13 misses.
Wow.
That was a careless
Wow.
whisper over
And
there.
I'm just gonna get knocked down here. That's awesome. All right. Well,
All right, is that Z's turn? Couple of misses.
yeah, that's all she can do. She's out of key points. This is not going well. I
Okay.
used my inspiration. So it's-
Erebus,
it's
Dragonborn
okay.
Fighter,
Yeah.
who now has an actual large mini.
This is exciting.
Look at his little wings on his back. It's so cute.
It's like a giant.
The wings are they part of his
Oh, that's
coat?
not a wing. That's a
I'm
That's a
gonna
slicey slice.
invoke the frost rune, not the frost rune,
The fire rune. The fire rune, okay.
on my sword.
Okay. It lights up and your sword is
Flame
wreathed in
shackles.
flames.
Sweet.
flames up the side of his sword.
So that gives me an extra 2d6. Should I have to hit? So half of
Who are you hitting?
Who attack?
probably
Mr. Biggie.
The
Yeah.
leader dude or
Biggie
the-
Smalls over
Biggie
there.
Smalls over there.
Baby smalls.
Wow, our dice are terrible.
Yeah, and that was good damage too.
I mean,
All right.
well, you still got your offhand attack. Right?
Yeah. All right. Let's try again.
Yeah.
Do you want to use your advantage?
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Your inspiration?
Your inspiration?
Yes.
May it be better
Burn
than
it.
mine.
Burn it.
I got you a token to put the die in so you wouldn't forget it.
See, I used mine. I used mine, guys.
Mine too.
It doesn't make any difference. So that's 12.
12 with advantage?
Yep.
Oh, wait. That misses.
Our dice are so
as high as
angry
well.
today.
All right.
Like, how dare you test us?
That's that.
This is what we
Okay.
say to your testing
Right, I think the
abilities.
invocation that lasts for a minute. So
Aqua, Shardling,
Try again next
Rogue.
round.
Aqua Shardling Rogue is going to do the same thing against the one that she knows how it fights now.
Okay.
So, Rapier with sneak attack.
All right.
That's another 19 on the dice.
Nice.
So, 24
That hits.
for 9, 10, 11, 14.
Dead.
Yay!
Wow. Wow, guys.
2 hits from the rogue.
All right, well,
Dead.
we've at least got one
And
thing.
the other one on you is
Incapacitated. Leave
so
it.
Yeah.
you got a breather.
It is incapacitated. However, I would like to use my bonus action to try and do the insightful fighting on it now.
Sure.
Or should I do it against
Or
the
should-
big bad?
Did you already use your healing ability? Your
The temporary hit points, you mean?
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting we even have that.
As you're standing there with 1 hit point, love you.
Hey, you know what? I will go down fighting
I mean, it's
tooth
if
and
it's
nail.
your thing, then do it up, yeah.
Just because Aqua's smart doesn't mean I am. Timestamp. Yeah, I guess I'll use that Blessing of Vigor. What is it again?
It's a quarter of your hit points and temporary hit points.
Oh,
Okay, so I have 24, so a quarter of that is 6.
Yep.
okay. Little misunderstanding on this fire rune works. Essentially, the way the fire rune works is when you hit something,
Yeah, which
at the point at which you hit,
Then I
then you
roll
decide to invoke it.
Gotcha.
So you don't invoke it ahead of time. So you haven't actually used it yet.
Because you
Okay.
basically you do the 2d6 damage, you put shackles of flames on that creature, and then it takes ongoing damage as long as the shackles are still
So
there.
Sarah, are you using it on one of the lizard folk?
So
I believe invoking
so
that
something
thing
that
meant
lasts
that
something
that was my bonus action,
Gotcha.
right?
I hit him. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, using the Blessing of Vigor is a bonus.
Oh, yes, correct.
So
Yes,
she can't
yes.
use
That's
her
why she
LD.
was correcting me.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay. So is that turn?
That's it.
Was that mean that changes what I get to do on my bonus?
That's why I asked the question.
So is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
So now
That's actually what I was
let's-
going to do, assuming I was going to kill the guy in front of you, and then I didn't kill the guy. So then I tried a bonus
Lizzie's.
action, and I still didn't kill the guy. So that's yeah.
Yeah.
How many times can we invoke that?
Once per short rest.
Okay. I thought you already invoked it once.
Not this fight. I did it before the short rest on the
Okay.
combat with the spiders. Yeah.
I haven't done it
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So those two, the leader guy is going to go after the guy that's just attacking him.
Which is the big guy.
Yep. He's going to crit.
Oh no!
In stereo.
Bring it.
It's only 6 bludgeoning on the crit.
Just a pin the prick.
A pin in the prick?
Are you
And
bloody
then
again?
the spike shield is almost a crit. AC 23 for 5 piercing.
All right.
And then the next guy, heavy club, AC 16
On
Needs-
who?
needs-
on Erebus
This is okay.
for 8 bludgeoning.
Oof.
Okay, back to bloody.
And then 8,
Where's your blood?
and then
Okay, we
8,
need fresh blood.
AC 10.
Miss.
Okay.
We do all have healing potions too, but that's one of those wait till after the fight, hopefully, to use them.
Well, the more useful action for getting somebody up who's gone down.
Yeah, or for
And then
clutch.
Hideous Laughter gets a wisdom save at the end of the turn.
He does get a wisdom save at the end of his turn to try to get out of it.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me just verify that because it didn't name specific conditions.
Okay.
Yes, at the end of
Yeah.
each of its turns.
If we had hit it, it would change.
Got a
how
9.
we-
Okay, it didn't make it. He's still down.
So we're on to Andy, Halfling Bard Warlock.
He still thinks you're funny.
That one lizard folk is hysterically laughing.
Okay, and he's using up my concentration, unfortunately. But
All the rest of your party is in bad business.
yeah,
I think everybody's blooded except Andy.
Yeah.
and
So we have 3 bloody
You guys
party
have got to
members.
stop trusting Aqua to make decisions. This wad is not good.
It's not a good
Oh
lie.
boy.
It's not a good wad. Oh my god. You need to not.
You guys have been rolling pretty low. Lots of missing.
probably got more than 20.
Been lots of
points.
misses,
Luckily,
yes.
you've been missing a lot too, or we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I've also critted a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of
I
us
got
have really
most of those
done
crits.
that
I got a
yet.
good one on Aqua for sure. Good one on Air, or not so good one on Air.
I don't have much left. I've got one first level spell slot left, and I'm going to hold that for a healing word in case somebody goes down.
Right.
So
This is a different fight than I thought.
the
If we were rolling our typical, it would be different, but yeah,
Yeah.
so it is
so
interesting.
in the action in the interest of focusing damage, I am going to Eldritch Blast the leader there. So
Okay,
over
so the leader is undamaged, and C is damaged, and E is undamaged.
C is damaged,
Yep.
and E is undamaged. Okay.
Eldritch Blast is a ranged
Which one is
attack,
which one's
though.
laughing?
It is a ranged attack.
Yeah.
E is laughing.
E is laughing.
Okay,
Yeah, so if he attacks the guy right next to him, he's gonna.
so
have
so
this
so C has been
advantage.
damaged, and A is not damaged.
Yeah. No. Yeah, but A is the bigger threat.
Yeah.
And like you said, ranged attacks.
Yeah.
So wait, is that disadvantage if an enemy is within 5 feet of me, or is it disadvantage if my target is within 5
It's
feet?
disadvantage for the target.
No, he's talking about making a ranged attack with Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
If someone's standing right next to you, you have disadvantage.
Period.
Period.
Honestly, I'm really kind of out of options at this point, so I'm just gonna start blasting A. It's gonna be a disadvantage, yes, but I don't have anything else that I can do.
Yeah, sure.
Actually-
a few people healing potions. It's about.
Yeah, that wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? My poor rapier is starting to get rusty. Let's try using that. So instead, I'll just rapier C.
Do you have your inspiration?
Nope, I've already
burned
used
it.
that.
Okay.
I burned that.
I think
So-
we've all actually burned our inspiration
Yeah,
tonight.
well, if I was rolling ones in all my shit rolls, I'd have it back, but I'm not. I'm rolling twos.
Where's all your sleeps, John?
That's the number.
Too many hit points out there.
We have less. That's the problem.
But yeah, but I mean, you can get just one person, right? You don't have to get everybody.
It's an area of effect, and it just starts from
It's
the
harder.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cumulative.
That's
starts with
from
the
around you, right?
character
Yeah.
that the enemy that has the highest hit points and works its way down, right?
Opposite.
No, lower.
Lowest
Lower
works
and
its
works
way,
it
yeah.
up. So because we're
but-
all.
I just remember you saying you were like
Could be all of
clipping
us.
somebody on the corner of the area at one point.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know how it worked exactly.
So.
But go ahead,
Color
dude.
spray
Go
works
ahead.
about.
Okay. Oh, I think I stabby. So 18. So 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 poking damage
And who is this on?
on C. Let's see,
C.
right next to me.
Poking
Okay.
damage.
Bloodied.
Bloodied C.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Here. Doink! Ow! Okay. And I have no bonus actions left, so...
Put that on that side so you can see it.
Okay. So round 5. Z, Rootfolk Monk.
Okay. Let's say she's gonna do another like growl, and she's basically gonna Groot smash down on A and try to knock him prone.
Okay. This is athletics check, or is you
This
attacking?
is just her contested check. So athletics
Okay.
against his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
I think it's a variation of the shove attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a version of that. Yes.
Gotcha.
So let's see. That is exactly her next. So she's gonna land a 19 on her side of it.
That beats my 16.
Okay.
Okay.
So he goes prone.
Boom! He goes prone.
Lay
Okay.
him out for easy smashy, and then because she's really pissed off, she's gonna do her bonus unarmed attack against him with
Okay.
advantage.
All right.
Let's see here.
So all attacks against that guy, Rick, will have advantage for you because he's
okay.
prone.
That is good.
That one.
Since this guy is prone, I can move away from him without provoking opportunity, right?
No, but he'll have disadvantage if he tries to attack you.
Well,
Except that he
he's
can't. He's
incapacitated.
Oh, right, he can't.
Yeah, so yes, you can move away.
So it's not that he's prone. It's that he's incapacitated.
He's laughing.
Right.
Because he's laughing
He's
so
laughing
hard.
too hard to attack you.
You just peed and pooped himself.
That's how hard
Pee pee
he's
poo
laughing.
poo.
All right, she's gonna hit AC a lot, and then that's gonna be for 6.
What AC did you hit?
AC 23.
Yeah.
His AC's higher, so
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So she's gonna hit for 6,
For 6, okay.
and then she's
Ouch.
gonna scooch around him maybe, because it's not flurry of blows, so she can't tipsy sway, but she can at least move up a little bit and make room for her roguey buddy who she knows
Oh,
likes.
I had room already.
I didn't know how Chris was going to rule the corner with the wall.
We've been treating it as an
Rules
actual wall.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make room for you. So,
However you've been treating it, I would just say keep treating it that way.
Okay.
so you can move in next to me if you want.
Okay, is that turn?
Yeah, I did an action, a bonus action, and I can't do anything else.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Erebus, large-sized dragonborn fighter. You have advantage on these attacks
Yeah.
against the leader if you want it.
All right, let's go. All right, that is much better. So the 23 to hit,
That hits.
and
Invoking your
So
fire.
you got your
Yeah,
base
so fire.
damage, and then you're going to invoke your fire.
so base
handcuffs.
damage is
Yeah.
going to be 11,
11, okay.
11.
and 5 is fire.
But you have to read that rule now because that's an ongoing consequence because you've put fire handcuffs on him, I think.
Yes. Okay. So let me
Yeah.
features and benefits.
So that bloodies the leader.
All right. So, in addition, when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke a rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw. So it's a DC 13, or be restrained for 1 minute.
Failed.
Yeah.
While restrained by shackles, the target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the
Awesome.
shackles on a success.
So as soon as the lizards come along, if he's
Okay.
still alive, you're going to roll that again. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So you hit with the
Really
sword,
great.
and the fire bursts on the sword, and then turns into these chains that are burning and wrapping around this leader.
Yes.
wicked.
Okay, cool. And then you have another attack.
All right.
You don't have to put some cool
With
runes
advantage.
on your swords, Greg. Little fires and frost or something.
That's another good one. So that's a 22 to hit,
That hits.
and it's going to be for 10.
10. Okay. Very badly burned. All right, is that turn?
That's turn.
Okay. Aqua, Shardling Rogue. You see the leader wrapped up in fiery shackles.
I do indeed. I am going to step up to this fiery lizard,
Okay.
carry my blood with me,
You gotta make it.
and I'm first going to attempt to check
The insight.
with insightful fighting.
Okay. Deception. Okay, I got my roll.
It's against my ends.
He is super deceptive.
Is he?
His primary stats charisma.
I got another 0.
I'm lying.
Better yet.
Yeah, my perception was thinking maybe you were.
Your real life insight was thinking I was lying.
Oh, I only got a 9.
He got a 5.
Wow.
These guys give up their fighting ability really easily.
Open book.
And then I'm going to use my
Sneak attack.
rapier to
Yeah.
try and chop him down. I also have, so now I have advantage, right?
Correct. You do have
Because
advantage.
he's prone.
Yep.
And I mean, I already had my sneak attack anyway.
Yeah.
So
That's okay. That's still cool. I like it.
all right, this is the third time in a row. This has rolled a 19.
Improved critical, right?
24
That hits.
for
Nice.
6 plus 8. It's 14, 17.
17 damage. Mm-hmm. You totally kill the leader.
Nice. Thank goodness.
Sliced and diced.
Wow.
Yeah, even if you wanted to not, he'd take more damage from the shackles on his turn anyway.
He was going to die from the shackles for sure.
Yeah.
They just fall off to the ground.
One more little mookie guy left there, like,
Well, that isn't laughing.
That is
yeah,
I
isn't
mean, the whole
laughing
thing is terrible.
hysterically. Yeah.
So,
It's a shame the leaders probably had the information we needed.
Sorry.
so that
I'm just saying it's a shame.
So that that one lizard folk who's not hysterically laughing
It's probably scared out of his damn mind.
drops weapons and attempts to back away from Erebus
From
and,
two stabby
and
stabbies.
Andy, and hopes that you don't attack it. Hopes that you don't attack them.
Are you going to just let it run?
This is Erebus
or...
we're talking about.
He's right there too.
But yeah, I mean, it's backing away. It drops weapons. It's backing away. It's backing away.
The first time Erebus
What
will
would
let someone
Andy
else
and
make a
Erebus
decision.
I think he's indicating that you need to
It
announce
runs.
that your opportunity
Are you
attacking
gonna
or
are you
not.
gonna opportunity attack? Is your guy spicy enough that he's gonna do it or not?
Yeah, I
Erebus is
probably
pretty
will.
spicy.
Go for it.
Oh, I get a roll.
Yes, not what's your alignment?
I'm not evil.
Right.
Says the person attacking somebody who's surrendering.
All right, I won't.
You let
Tell him
go.
to sit down.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Tell
can
him to
talk
sit-
to him. Tell him to sit.
I say, tell
Andy
us
tells you.
everything about what's going on, and
While
I'll
we're still
let
in
you
fighting,
live.
just
No, no,
for the moment,
no.
just-
We're out of combat now.
We're out of combat now.
And you talking to him in Draconic?
Yes.
Says, We live here. You're invading our home.
So you're not doing this because of someone's behest?
No, we live here. You're invading our home.
We mean you no harm. We're trying to find.
You killed a bunch of my friends.
You
Well,
attack us.
that was a provoking on your part.
We did attack you. That's true.
Tell him that we're just here to visit the temple and that we'll be leaving their lands as soon as we can.
We're just here to visit that temple over there, and then we'll be leaving you in peace. You do not have to worry about
Okay, fine.
us.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
I'll take my friend and we'll leave.
Good.
Leave his club.
He'll be fine in about 5 more rounds.
30 seconds.
He gets him up and starts kind of walking him away. And Greg, you hear him say, "What are you laughing at? Shut up."
And then I start laughing.
The guy's like, I don't know.
Not crying.
So the leader guy has some kind of very finely crafted chainmail, as well as some very finely crafted boots.
Oh.
Who had that on their list?
Who has fancy chainmail on his list? And
These were not on anybody's list, but these were items that I intended to give to players.
Well, chainmail.
Well,
mean-
we'll despoil the corpse and
We'll figure that out.
we'll have to figure that out.
and heal.
Now I suggest we rest up for the night
I
and
think
try
so.
again.
Oh my goodness.
Try for the temple in the morning.
Wow.
Okay.
So you do notice that as these two lizard folk are leaving, that they are joined kind of maybe about 60 feet away from you. They're joined by another small group of lizard folk, and then as they move further away, there's a few more lizard folk, and you see there's a large group of
Hopefully
them
we've-
building that's moving away, I mean, not a huge group, but like.
But yeah,
Put on
there were more in the wings.
We
Yes,
put on enough of
there-
a
there was some
display
more.
of power.
Powder, yeah.
Powder, right.
That one said that they lived there, and they were just
Yes.
collecting other people and be like, "Hey, we got to get out of here because people are
These people are dangerous.
these people are dangerous."
Run for your lives!
Especially that aqua.
Leave, fools.
So what are you guys doing right now?
We should go ahead and set up camp in one of these buildings here. Just give us a little bit of shelter.
Something
and,
more protected.
Try
yeah.
to get a good night's sleep.
Right.
Okay, you're gonna try to take a long rest here.
Yep.
Yeah, I
set up
think.
a watch.
Yeah, we better heal before we try to
I'll
do
trance out for
anything.
4 hours, and then I can
Okay.
That's right. You have the trans
take
thing,
second
so-
watch, or
Okay.
Yeah.
See, little one, I told you I wasn't always going to do something.
I am proud of you, Mr. Lizard.
Mr. Lizard.
not Mr. Wizard, but Mr. Lizard.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm here all night.
All
It's too
right.
bad you weren't playing a wizard lizard.
So do we get
That
our
would be
long
really
rest?
funny.
That's the question.
Okay. So you basically rest overnight, right?
Okay, so we
Yeah.
do get our rest. Okay.
Is that long rest or short rest?
Long.
It'll be our long rest.
You will get a long rest, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask Greg
Yes.
while you're camping. What secret do you need to reveal about yourself? This is a campfire story prompt during rests.
I tell them that part of who I am and the reason why I'm the way I am is that in growing up that I couldn't be the ideal son to some very strict elven or halfling parents, and that I decided to rebel against them.
Okay.
And one of the ways I rebelled was I found a benefactor who changed me into what I am now.
So Dragonbirth.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But there was obviously a side effect of that.
So you weren't born a dragon?
No, I wasn't.
I would like to meet this benefactor at some point. That's really interesting.
I probably
Andy's
would,
just over here collecting benefactors.
Oh, I know what it's like to have disapproving parents. So, you got my sympathy.
I would say, as far as meeting her, that actually brings fear to me because I don't know exactly, because I have the scar on my eye, which is kind of like a blank eye. I don't know what all of that means and why I can't see out of that eyes.
It's like looks like something. Obviously, it looks like something cut you there, but why? You don't remember how you got it?
No, some of my memories of things are very disproportionate and gone. I can only remember certain things at certain times,
What
which
was
is
it
probably
like
better.
to grow up in the real world?
Well, I would say from my perspective, it was kind of frightening in that people always compared me to my siblings, which were always too perfect. So I was not that.
Were your siblings pureblood elves?
Yes.
And you were half. I understand.
I'm taking notes for my memoirs, by the way, and for the song.
Sure.
For our song.
It's like humming away while we tell our story. Bare our souls.
It's very interesting. That's some pretty cool backstory.
The cats in the cradle and the silver.
So, John, with regard to Andy, what did you always want to tell one of your companions? That's kind of similar to the other one, but what did you always want to tell one of your companions?
Nice.
That's a good question. What would Andy have always wanted to tell someone? I mean, he's not
That he hasn't
exactly.
What would Andy do?
We have WAD for three-quarters of the group.
We have 3 wads at this table. And it was...
I mean, Andy's not exactly a closed book with his opinions.
Sure.
So
It could be about other things than your opinions.
Is there something about one of the other party members that kind of annoys you a little bit?
Something under that happy facade, right?
Are you trying to start shit?
A little bit. I am a little bit. If you can't think of anything, we can.
I do.
Go ahead.
Okay. I am starting to get a little bit annoyed with Aqua's naivete.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a couple of times now that you've kind of exacerbated a situation more than it needed to be. A little bit more direction from the group, I think, would just, until you have a little bit more adventuring experience under your belt, I think might be useful.
She looks at herself and she looks at you. Well, I think I'm probably better capable at adventuring than you would be.
I don't know. I've been on the road for many years now, and I've had to deal with a lot of really interesting situations, talk myself out of them, which is usually mostly what I've done most of the time.
How old are you?
Oh, let's see. What was the?
John's like, crap, I didn't pick a number.
No, well, I thought he had already alluded to the fact that his character looked deceptively young and was actually a lot older, so that's exactly why, Z would step right in that and have no subtlety at all and ask that question.
Let's see if I can.
I'm happily surprised
what
with the
is the year
roleplay
right
of this
now?
stuff. This is creating.
Yeah.
What is the year right now?
It is 3252, I believe. Yeah,
Okay,
3252.
What's 52 minus 28?
I'm trying to math in my head.
24?
24? 24? Okay. It's not quite as old as I was imagining. I did pick a birth year, actually, for him, so... No, he's actually been on the road for... Yeah, 24 good. If he was on the road since he was about around 16, 17. So, yeah. So, yeah, I've probably been adventuring around for 7 or 8 years now. Out on the road, doing little side quests, things like that. So, I have a fair bit of adventuring experience, and So, you know,
And
if
you
want to
expect
lean
to
into
sneak
that a
up
little
on
bit-
somebody with your mouth.
Cute. Well, there's times to be convincing, and there's times to be inconspicuous. So, and this, I think, is part of what you might need to learn.
I'll put that in my databank, thank you.
Situations like what we just had with the language barrier, that's always hard. What other languages do people speak? Just so I know next time we have something like this happen.
So, well, I mean, common is obviously pretty common.
Right.
But for the most part, it's very regional. In fact, in most regions, I really couldn't even overcome the language barrier.
I mean-
usually intentions with a good tune.
I've been
Our
trained
great
in
hero to look up
Elvish.
to.
I speak Elvish and deep speech along with Giant.
Oh, Draconic?
Giant. In addition to Draconic.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's cool.
I speak Elvish along with Common, just because my folks live close to some of the elves out here.
Kate, with regard to Z, what is something that you seek in a future journey?
In a future journey?
Yeah.
I mean, I think answers for starters. You know, all these dragon marks. Why do we have them? Right.
Yeah,
And
makes sense.
And parallel, maybe acceptance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sarah, I gotta go. I gotta go in for Aqua. What friend does Aqua miss?
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
None of you quite remind me of Citrine.
Citrine. Okay.
Is this someone from the lab where you were at?
Yeah, Citrine was my sparring partner
Oh.
Cool.
and my best friend. She was there. She was there when they took my samples and grew my son. And she was there to help me fight that pain out of my body.
Do you know where she is now?
When they graduate you from the center. They don't really put us in the same regions, so I don't know where she went. And we have not ventured into each other since.
I see.
How would you spell her name, sir? I want to write it down.
Just like the stone, so Ciatrine. Citrine.
Okay.
And
Best friend of Aqua. Okay.
Didn't you say in that other town that there was a son?
Yes, that was
Is that what the
he
samples
who they grew
produce?
off of me, yes.
Oh. Does they do that to Citrine and all the other candidates as well, or just you and select others?
Citrine never spoke about whether that happened to her, but she did seem to empathize quite deeply with how I was feeling, so my guess would be she has another out there somewhere too.
And when you say lost, did he pass away, unfortunately, or did just something else happen?
Well, I never got to meet him. I watched him grow, but we all get sent to a special facility for upbringing before we get brought to where they train us. So I don't know.
Perhaps she means that he is lost to her for this time period. That
I don't know what happened to him since the day that I watched them bring him out the door.
and I would say to you,
Perhaps we'll meet each other on the road then.
I would say to you, little one, there's also a time for violence as well as diplomacy.
Oh, sure.
So don't forget that.
But knowing when to use one and when to use the other, that is the mark.
That is
Of an
true, but I
experienced
use them as I see
As a
fit.
trained killer, it's not that I don't know how to kill.
You are very good
It's
at
that I would prefer not to. I quite enjoyed bringing life into this world. I don't enjoy bringing it out.
I really like what these story prompts are doing.
Plus, fighting is
They're
fun.
creating some fun role playing. Okay, so so the next day you guys have a long rest. And what would you like to do?
Shiny killers. Being produced in a lab. Did you guys know?
How far are we
Revelations.
from the temple thing that we have to go
Basically,
to?
Andy
I
and the
think
Wayward
we're at
Children
it.
is this
You
party.
guys are at the temple right now.
Time to do some spelunking. Or some temple.
It's a pyramid, right? Basically,
Yeah, it's basically a
Aztec
pyramid.
temple
It's heavily overgrown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's see if we can find an entrance.
Yep.
Oh, by all means, leader, lead the way.
Absolutely. Let's go.
I would
So,
tell you all to be prepared for anything.
Prepared for what?
So the temple
the king.
is, I mean, it's very much in a state of disrepair, much like what you see in these broken down buildings outside of the temple. And it has 3 levels to it, and it's basically empty, except for there is. Hold on a second. I think. So it has basically engravings on the walls and the floors and the ceilings. And you see depicted in them, there are, it's pretty obvious, even though the drawings are very crude, that you can see lizard folk in the carvings. So you think this is a lizard folk temple of some kind, possibly to a lizard folk god, maybe.
Explains the
Clearly
hostility.
scared them all off.
I mean, obviously, it's very old. It's very much in disrepair. It's crumbling. You're not even sure if going up to the 3rd level is a good idea. There are holes that light's coming and shining through into the various floors into like the 1st level. You can see up into the 2nd level and a little bit up into the 3rd level, but the 3rd level looks mostly like it's been collapsed already. So I will say that Let's see. Kate, you have the highest perception, right? Zia has the highest perception.
Always.
Always. That hasn't changed.
Hashtag Kate always perceives everything.
So you see... where is it? So you see a small rendering of what looks like the Dragonclaw birthmark. You see it on the ground level, inside on the ground level, amongst the carvings of all the lizard folk and their ceremonies and rituals or whatever you're seeing. You're pretty sure that there's a symbol on the floor that looks like the Dragonclaw birthmark.
Don't look now, but there's our favorite symbol.
I'm gonna look the other way.
Now I wonder if we had showed those guys yesterday, if they had noticed, if that would have affected how they treated us.
Well,
So you just wanted Erebus to bend over and show them his butt?
I mean,
I could
it would have been funny.
I could have just shown him the one on my arm, but hey, we didn't know then.
Yeah.
If we encounter any more,
We can try it. Yeah.
There
You
are
would like to know more
carvings of
meaning.
lizard folk that are like hunting, building temples, warring with other groups of humanoids, and then there's a Dragonclaw.
So it's just on its own. There's like
it's just on
nothing
its
with
own.
the lizard folk interacting with it, worshipping it.
Correct.
anything
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't show like lizard folk trying to touch it or do anything to it, or it's just there by itself.
is it a button?
Do you touch it?
Yes, I touch it.
You touch it, and it begins to glow. And a
I
5
shouldn't have
foot
done that.
a 5 foot by 10 foot section of the floor slides open.
It is a button.
It is a button. Yep. A 5 foot by 10 foot section of the floor slides open, and as the floor slides to one side, you see a staircase that goes down into darkness.
All right.
And
Interesting.
I think that's where we'll stop and do some stars and wishes. Okay. Stars and wishes. A little bit of a longer session. That was good.
That was
cool.
fun role playing.
Some
Yeah.
good fighting, some good role playing. All right. Stars and wishes. Stars are things you liked. So wishes are things you'd like to see. These are totally voluntary. Greg, anything that you liked? Anything you'd like to see?
I think for stars, our little role play session we just had there, where we were kind of telling a little bit about ourselves, I think was
the campfire
the
prompts.
campfire prompts. I think was really cool. And for wishes, I'd like to see us do more of that. I think
More of that.
yeah, where
Okay.
we're kind of exploring our characters' motivations and why they are the way they are.
I have a big list, so when you guys camp, I'll try to throw it in there.
Yeah.
Okay, John, stars and or wishes?
Stars, I do actually like that our group does attempt the non-lethal routes first.
Yeah, Sarah trying to talk to the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andy, as a character, was mildly annoyed that things didn't go very well, but me as a player, I thought that was cool. For wishes, slightly echo a bit Greg's thought is I would like to see more opportunities for actual roleplay rather than just straight into a fight.
Okay. More roleplay. Okay, Kate, stars and no wishes?
I mean, that was a really tough, good fight, so that's a star. The role play is also a star to be repetitive with everybody else. And I mean, I do think, wishes, I do feel a little bad that we ended up fighting like people who are essentially trying to protect their homes. So I wish there'd been a little more luck of the dice or whatever, what have you, to try to find a way to have a peaceful resolution to that without having to fight most of that group. So
Okay,
we'll see. We'll
gotcha.
try. It doesn't always go our way, so maybe next time.
Sarah, any stars and or wishes?
Stars, I really enjoyed seeing Greg embrace the race, if you will, embrace the role of the fighter. I mean, you've been playing him in a way that he's up for the fight and everything, but really starting to explore all the different intricacies that come into being in combat as a fighter was really special to me tonight, because it lit up your face and it was awesome.
The giant mini helped.
The giant mini definitely helped.
That was the best thing ever.
I also very much enjoyed watching Kate as a monk use the monk utility to really like own the battlefield tonight. And Andy, I love that you just used a really bad joke to make somebody just go into incapacitated. It just fits you really well. And I liked that this fight was really challenging. Okay. So those are my big stars. Wishes, I would go along with everybody else. I really like the opportunity to try to tell a bit of story together. Since we didn't know each other when we started, they don't already know each other's lore, so...
Okay. I will definitely keep leaning into this campfire prompts, because that created all kinds of great roleplay, great backstory info, and stuff like that. That's really my star for me, is that the campfire stuff. Like, I was just like blown away about what you guys were sharing with that stuff, and I didn't necessarily think it would go to that level, but it did. So I think that's awesome. As far as wishes go, I will try to see if there's opportunities for other resolutions that are not necessarily combat. That would be like a wish for me. I know people like fighting, but to have options there for roleplay solutions is good. And like I think I would have, like, if Greg had started off that combat by speaking in Draconic, not that you would necessarily know they were speaking that, but if you were trying to make the intimidation check and you had succeeded, I would have allowed that to affect the battle. I was kind of hoping that it would. I thought that I would allow it to change the dynamic of what was going on.
That was a terrible roll.
But it was a terrible roll.
It's a terrible roll. It's a terrible roll. Yeah.
And if Sarah had covered the mouth of the lizard folk, I would have gladly let that gone by and just kind of see what happens from that point forward. So I feel like there were non-combat possibilities for that encounter.
If our dice agreed with us.
But just the dice did not go well.
Yeah.
So
and that happens. That's the nature of the game.
That was the fate of it then.
Yeah.
I mean, the dice are the fate, right?
Yeah, and I want you guys to know that for me as a DM, I try not to put fights in front of you with intelligent humanoids that you cannot avoid. Like, I'm perfectly willing to throw away a fight to let you, if you guys find some interesting way to roleplay or like stealth around it or whatever. I'm not opposed to you guys doing non-combat stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something like, a swarm of bats or zombies, I'm like, no, you're going to fight them. But unless you could stealth around, something like that. I mean, I'm not so invested in my combats that I'm going to try to force them on you.
Yeah.
If you guys are very inventive in what you're doing, which includes roleplay, I will totally let you circumvent a fight.
Yeah. I mean, the language thing is always because so many things you read up on them, and like common is almost always a language, but then if you're dealing with indigenous peoples, like,
well, yeah, of course,
that's a flavor thing, and I think it's important to have situations where common isn't always on the table.
It did occur to me that she might talk to him and he'd have no idea what she was saying.
Yeah, you said it right at the very beginning.
So
our little warlocky friend here needs to.
I might have to invest in some sort of learn languages. Her databanks are updating. Yeah.
Yeah, but even outside of, I mean, this is D&D. There's only so much you can do outside of combat. It's a very combat-oriented system.
Yeah.
Sure.
But even just a day of shopping or something.
We hate shopping episodes.
We hate shopping episodes. It's just
I hate shopping episodes.
Well, remember the Innistrad campaign, that entire session we had talking about Avacyn? Yeah, that kind of. I know what you're going for.
Just a non-combat oriented session.
I understand.
Kind of thing.
I understand.
Yeah.
No, we need to fight every time.
Every time. We
Every
got
time.
I think Greg wants to fight every time.
Even if it's a shopping episode, like Greg is going to start a fight with Shopkeep.
She's gonna get to over some pies. Remember?
We did over dream pies.
Or dream pies.
That arc ended up being what, 4 episodes?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Sarah's referring to Spacefarers. If you haven't listened to it, please go listen to it.
Janie had to eat the pie.
Pie.
And Matisse was like,
really
no.
interesting stuff came out of that.
Okay, so let's say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night, listeners.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.